friends, it's Deanna Williston with our Blooming Catholic Light. Sorry, let me get that mic a little closer. Do you have your journals? It's time for Lectio Divina. I'm excited. Every Monday we start a new series of verses. We're in Luke 9. I think we're at, let's see here, verses just 35 and 36. We were with Peter and some of the other disciples up on the mountain with Jesus, and Moses and Elijah had appeared, and they were just so excited. And then the cloud descended on them, and they were afraid. And that's where we're picking up our exciting cliffhanger story. So let's begin, as we always do, with our prayer before the crucifix. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Sume glorioso Deus, illumina tenebras cordis mehi, et a mihi fidem rectum, spem sergenet caritatem perfectum Domini, ut facium tuum sanctum, et verox mandatum. Amen. In nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen. Friends, it's always good to ask for God to give you the grace and wisdom before you do any spiritual reading. It helps to recollect yourself a little bit too. And the voice came out of the cloud saying, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." And whilst the voice was uttered, Jesus was found alone. And they held their peace and told no man in those days any of the things which they had seen. And a voice came out of the cloud saying, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." And whilst the voice was uttered, Jesus was found alone. And they held their peace and told no man in those days any of these things which they had seen. And a voice came out of the cloud saying, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." And whilst the voice was uttered, Jesus was found alone. And they held their peace and told no man in those days any of the things which they had seen. How exciting. And the thing is, it does say, hear him. And you have to wonder, is this the point yet? And we know it's not, because we know the story, where the apostles' minds were really open, because we know St. Peter was there, and we know he still misunderstood things that Jesus said. But here is the voice of God the Father saying, "This is my beloved Son, hear him." He's saying, listen, guys, come on. You can do this. Listen, how many times in our life has God the Father said that to us? Have we responded or not? I wanted to get out my modern Catholic dictionary. Spur of the moment thing. What I want to look up is peace. I don't know. Peace. That's what I wanted to look up. Peace upon them. Wonder if that isn't that perfect moment of recollection where they were truly present. They weren't like, oh, let's build this booth and that booth, and they weren't afraid anymore. They just... And I think we all have that moment, like we want to give others our religious testimony, but sometimes, right, we're just overwhelmed and we need a minute to process. So here I am on page 411 of the Modern Catholic Dictionary by Father John Hardin, S.J. And it does have peace on here. The tranquility of order. Peace is, first of all, the absence of conflict. But it is also the serenity experienced because there is no conflict. If the calm that accompanies agreement of human wills and is the foundation of every well-ordered society. I love that last one. It is the calm that accompanies agreement of human wills. It is the foundation of every well-ordered society. How do we get our human wills to be in agreement? Well, we were just reading earlier today. If you found this, what day am I making this video? Hold on. What is today? It is April 29th, and earlier I did my book review on one of these selected writings by St. Stan. I did it on his rule of life, and having a rule of life, living according not just to the natural laws but the laws of the church, and doing the mortifications that are in here and the spiritual practices help to align our will with that of God the Father. And if we all align our will with God the Father, then our wills are all aligned as well. So one more reason to look at our our spiritual practices, look and see if we have accidentally created ourselves a rule for life, and intentionally sit down and try and do that. Now, read about this rule for life, read the reasons they did different things, and see how can I incorporate this and that into my life, and be more intentional. It'd be great if you had a Bible study group or a women's group that you could sit and discuss this. Great challenge for like Catholic daughters or something. Sit and discuss, what does your rule of life look like? That can be an amazing conversation. And don't just do the list, but do the whys. Do the whats, but don't forget the whys and the hows. Include all of those things, all those question words, and really open your hearts and share them with each other. That is another way to get our hearts aligned. Because I can tell you, to the cows come home, that I love doing a morning offering, but also I forget to do it a lot. But every time I do it, I'm so encouraged, and my day, I just have such a sense of peace when I do it, a sense of recollection. And yet I don't always do it. And maybe somebody has a great tip, or is like, oh, I'm willing to text you every day around this time, for the next week, and to give you a reminder. We all know, like, after 30 days, you formed a habit. So maybe make a little accountability group to encourage you in that, to help our wills become aligned. How much smoother would all of the parish groups, all our human groups do if we all had our wills aligned? Not saying that we're robots, but instead our hearts are so open. So not our hearts are so closed, but our hearts are so open that we can do that. Wow. Friends, I know this is a short one, but I feel like I'm going to leave you there because that's a lot to process, isn't it? Let's go ahead and say our little closing prayer here. Oh, wait. You know what? I opened to the wrong page, but I cannot help myself. Let's say a Laudate Dominum first. It's Psalm 116 or 117, depending on your numbering. It's so short. Alleluia. Laudate Dominum omnis gentes, laudate eam omnis populi, conium confirmata est super nos, misericordia eos et veritas Domini, manet in aeternum. The blessing of Brother Leo. Benedicat tibi Dominus et custodiat te, ostentat Dominus faciam sum tibi, et misereatur tui, convertit Dominus voltum sum ad te, et Dominus bonus det tibi pacem, in nomine Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. I can't wait to see you on Wednesday. Be sure to put your comments below. I'll try and incorporate them. Not sure how video production is going to go for the next few weeks. We have some really hot weather. Fun fact, I'm sitting literally right next to the air conditioner, which I have to turn off so that you can hear me in the videos, but that means this room gets incredibly hot, so I can't do too many videos at once. It's definitely going to interrupt my workflow. Friends, as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate anything that you do to help out this channel. Friends, God bless you. Bye.